My husband lied about working late, but I found the truth, so here's what happened. My husband Jake is usually the kind of guy who's home by 6 p.m. sharp. We both work in the city, him at this swanky law firm downtown, and me at a marketing agency that's always pushing some new deadline or other. We've been married for 3 years and, up until last month, things seemed pretty solid. One Friday night he sends me a text at around 5 saying he's got to stay late to finish up some contract review. Naturally, I don't think much of it. Corporate law can be brutal, right? But man, was I naive. That night I decided to swing by our favorite place, the Cheesecake Factory at the mall. I was craving their avocado egg rolls because honestly, who wouldn't? As I was walking out, to go bag in hand, I noticed this boutique next door had a sale. It was a no-brainer. I had to check it out, so I'm browsing through some racks when my stomach drops. I see Jake through the storefront window down the mall corridor, and he wasn't alone. Nope, there he was, arm wrapped around some woman I'd never seen in my life. They were laughing like they were the only two people in the world. I couldn't believe my eyes. My mind went into overdrive. Maybe it's someone from work, but it was a Friday night, and that arm around the shoulder move? Way too personal for a coworker. I was frozen, rooted to the spot trying to process how he went from working late to whatever this was. Holding my breath, I ducked behind a rack of overpriced sweatshirts. My heart was pounding so hard I was sure they could hear it. They walked past the shop, thankfully not noticing me, and headed towards the Apple store. I followed, keeping a safe distance, trying to look as casual as I could while boiling with anger. They messed around with some iPads, and it was all I could do not to storm in and confront them. I needed proof though, something concrete. I snapped a couple of blurry photos on my phone from behind a display, my hands shaking the whole time. When they finally left, I trailed them to the parking lot. I watched as they got into Jake's car and drove off. My mind was racing. What was I supposed to do now? I stood there in the Cheesecake Factory parking lot, feeling like everything I knew was crumbling. Back home, he finally arrived at midnight with the lamest excuse about getting drinks with the guys after work. I was trembling with rage, but I wanted him to dig his own grave, to see just how far he'd take the lie. Keeping my voice steady, I just asked how work was. He played it cool, even joked about a crazy client meeting. That night, I couldn't sleep. The next morning, I confronted him. He denied it at first, sticking to his story. But when I showed him the photos, his face went white. He stammered, attempting some half-baked excuse about her being a childhood friend who needed help with a tech purchase. Seriously? In my gut, I knew the truth. I'm not one to air dirty laundry on social media, but I found comfort in a Reddit community, reading about others who've been through the same betrayal. I hit rock bottom, but their stories gave me strength. Now, I'm figuring out my next steps. Do I try to salvage this marriage, or am I better off alone? I still haven't made up my mind, and part of me wishes I could wake up from this nightmare. Maybe someone out there has advice. I'm all ears because, honestly, I don't even know where to start.